You already know what it is. I'm just trying to live.
Lil Durk's failed getaway from the police.
This man got a whole costume on.
If that was Officer Mako on the scene, I would have got his ass. Phone now. Calm down, gang. Do your homework, boy.
No.
You tweaking. Officer Mako, New York's finest, I would have got him. Keep it out. Y'all trapped. Slide.
Durk had done over the course of 2023, it would only be a matter of time before people began to put things together. And unfortunately for Durk, on the internet, Reddit forums, and in YouTube videos, people would continue to speculate on these quite obvious crimes. I personally released a 4-hour documentary about Quando Rondo's life and the attempts to end it in 2023 that had over 4 million views before the feds officially filed charges. But I was by no means the only one making these speculations. In his February 2024 interview with DJ Vlad, FBG Butter would ask how Durk is still outside when everybody knows that he paid to have Quando killed and got Pab killed by mistake.
Who the you know name get brought up and with actually proven facts that you done paid me some money to go kill him up, and I'd have killed the wrong motherfucker too.
Butter then seemed
Butter was never lying. Do your homework. Do your homework. FBI Butter was never lying. Like Officer Mako was never lying. But y'all played with me, folks. Y'all called me the police. Y'all played with my name. So I wouldn't join the police just to prove a fucking point. Now I'm really Officer Mako. We been knew Durk was going to the feds, boy. This ain't nothing new to us. It's new to y'all. Do y'all want? I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money.
Y'all fuck with my nigga Mako, he gonna get you right with that money, nigga.
Go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
with inside knowledge at this point, months before any arrest took place, would hint towards one of Pab's shooters actually telling the police that he did it for Durk.
The police know I work for you. Cause they say Shorty flat out told they like, man, Lil Durk told me to do that shit.
No.
Damn.
And
Damn.
Like, this gave me real money to get this man gone.
Despite having an explosive start to 2024, winning that Grammy for his
Y'all dumb as fuck.
life, behind the scenes, it seemed that Durk was fighting his demons from the very top of the rap game. He was notably absent for a short period of time, and in June 2024, Durk revealed that he'd actually gone to rehab for an addiction to codeine and Xanax, explaining how he was living too fast and decided that he wanted to focus on his family and peace.
So we got word that you were in rehab.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I want to embrace it, you know what I'm saying? Because it helped me a lot. I won't even say it was tough at first. It was tough at first, but it ain't that tough because I really knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew what was holding me back.
And what was that? What did you want?
I wanted better. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a better man, a better father, a better leader.
This like Power for real. He like Ghost on Bro Grade. He like Ghost. He done caught all these bodies and did all this dancing with the devil. Now he want to clean his image up and try to do better. No.
It didn't work out for that nigga.
No, so but more action. So I gotta make sure that self is good before anybody else. It helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking clearer. See, my main goal is peace. You know what I'm saying? Being with the family and
Said his main goal, peace.
You know what I'm saying?
Durk would open up about feeling that his life was too fast before rehab.
Nigga just in there lying.
Moving fast.
Moving fast.
Making excuses. You know what I'm saying? Letting the drugs take over me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just like the codeine and everything. Just
Is that what it was? Was codeine?
yeah, Xanax. But make me. You know what I'm saying?
Durk would drop a song commemorating his release from rehab, being seen in a Louis Vuitton suit and a skinnier frame. The song was called Went Hollywood for a Year, and it was a Pain song with a 3-6 Mafia-inspired bridge that sounds like Durk is actually saying farewell to his beloved codeine cough syrup. In one line, Durk says that he'll give $1 million to somebody who can prove he's a snitch, and another $1 million, but then appearing to stop short of rapping, find him, as well as bragging that he has killers in his circle sharing his money and cars, and mocking someone saying that their homie's killer is still alive, but for Durk, it's been a year since revenge. It seemed that Durk was
Why y'all like telling on y'all self? Y'all like jail? What's up in jail that y'all like so much? Cause it can't be no pussy.
You
You talk about all that better man, better this, better that, but you kept dissing dead people. It's like the demon was never trying to leave him. He wanted that demon to stay up in there.
Someone
Yeah.
saying that their homie's killer is still alive, but for Durk, it's been a year since revenge. It seemed that Durk was back, trying to put a brave face on things and attempting to get his career on track. The month before his arrest, Durk releases a new song and music video as a teaser for his upcoming album. The song's called Turn Up a Notch, and just over a week later, he would release yet another track, this time with an interesting title. The song was called Monitoring Me, and obviously had a theme to suggest that Durk indeed knew that the authorities were watching his every move. It also had some very suspect lyrics where Durk says that he can't send money to his
I can't
killers
send
in
no
his
money in my name because Lil Bro a killer. He killed his gump ass. I don't even know if the feds trying to set me up because you woofing with your little gump ass.
own name, and that he doesn't know if the feds are setting him up or if people are snitching. In another line that seemed to refer to the attempt to kill Quando that resulted in Pab's death, Durk says that he wouldn't say his shooters missed their target.
I ain't gonna say he gonna miss his target because he up too close to miss his one. Man, I just did it because I fuck with him. I'll air one before jump, man.
Because they were so close,
You niggas
as well as
stupid as
rapping
hell,
more
bro.
lines that he can use money to have people killed, then backtracking.
You know that
saying
money
his
be
killers
different. They come to your building and kill you in the door, man. I don't even gotta play a nigga to do nothing. I got killers, all my
will murder for
friends.
his friendship, regardless of payment, as
You
well as bragging
stupid.
about having seen
This is a
his killer
grown-ass
commit
man,
murder,
by the way.
then backtracking,
Right.
saying that he didn't see it, he just heard the shooter shout, "Get up," to the victim, and going on to say that if his enemies post their locations, his people will go there, and openly admitting that he pays for his people for more than just murders, hinting at OTF's dual role as a label and a murderous gang. Not
Lil Durk, you paid people for murders. Then, when the murders got actually got committed, you went on songs and told the whole world all the details about your murders.
All his business.
And you thought we wasn't gonna catch you?
Right. That be the part that really be blowing me. Y'all doing all this shit, man. And then y'all telling yourself, I just did this, y'all. You get caught. What? I didn't do it. What?
You dumb as a box of rocks, nigga. Hey, barbecue.
Go.
only was the song another self-snitching anthem, but it came with a music video filmed at, you guessed it, a gas station.
Gas
This was a
station.
strange time, and once again, Durk was seen to be living a double life. Clearly going into promotion mode, Durk was making major moves in the industry, but unlike his recent song release, some of what he was doing was actually positive. Durk's 32nd birthday was coming up on the
32
19th
years
of
old,
October.
and you still dissing dead ops from when you was in high school.
32.
He was planning to make this one special, announcing his first annual
This
birthday
why we came to get you.
show at Chicago's prestigious United Center, home of the Chicago Bulls, with a concert capacity of 23,500 people. The show was epic, and Durk drove from the dressing room to the stage behind a literal convoy of Hellcats and Trackhawks, then performing the song with that very name from the back of a moving pickup. It was also a star-studded affair, with Durk bringing a number of huge names in the rap game out, like Bossman D-Lo, Sexy Red, Nardo Wick, who performed Who Wants Smoke with Durk, and even Lil Baby. Another interesting move was choosing to use the event to unite with Chicago's top content creators, sharing the stage with prolific interview host DJ U and rapper turned Instagram comedian FYB Main, notorious for his Whoop cereal and his pushing peace movement. With Durk's acceptance of Main, who actually hails from 63rd and was very good friends with FBG Duck, as approval of his pushing peace agenda, aiming to
I see why people think that he was just trying to. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to change his image up. But I think at this point it was too late. Even if that's what he really wanted to do, even if he really was on some peace movement, even if he really realized that he was tweaking, he was fucking up, I feel like he knew he was finna get his ass cooked. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was like, man, let me try to just change everything that we doing.
Yeah.
But the only thing he did stop doing was dissing dead people. So I don't understand that, bro.
stop the gang wars. Notably, in the name of pushing peace,
Part of their
at one
life.
point in the show, Durk would even put up on screen a collage of fallen gang members from both sides of the war. This was during an extended onstage speech reminiscent of Kanye's stadium shows, where he would tell the crowd that he was showing love to everyone in Chicago and telling the crowd to take a photo.
My brother J-Man one time in this moment, man. So look, right?
You see FBG Duck.
I'm gonna do something ain't never been done one time, man, right?
But that shit
You show
hard
love to
though.
everybody we lost in Chicago, man.
That's a lot of
Got
people.
But
JoJo
everybody take
Vaughn.
lights out one time. For everybody who we lost in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, even if your face ain't on here right here, still showing them love.
The show looked absolutely lit, and I really wish that I was there, because it's kind of sad to imagine both Durk and the over 20,000 fans watching that this may very well have been Durk's last
Last
show.
time,
By
yeah.
this point, he was at the pinnacle of his career.
I wish
With a
I
huge
was there
catalog
too.
of bangers, he would rap hit.
Now, even though I don't like concerts, but I wish I could have been a fly on the wall, just to
After
watch
hit,
it for
back to
a
back on
minute.
stage
To
the
watch
sold-out
that
stage.
moment, honestly, just that moment. I don't care to be in a concert with a nigga. I never was that. I went to one concert in my life. It was stupid as hell to me. Not going back to another one ever, like ever. But I would have definitely. It'll definitely been cool to see that.
Stadium. It's a huge
That
reminder
part
of
of
how
the
much
show.
he very well may have just thrown away. But then again, despite releasing a song called Monitoring Me, Durk's situation with the law seems surprisingly good at this point. Strangely, in September, he announced that his felony record had been wiped clean of all cases, with Durk saying how he believed that everybody should get second chances at life. Seemingly, now able to travel internationally, Durk would make the most of his newfound freedom with lavish trips abroad. Durk was
Should've
even
took his ass
invited
to
to dinner
Japan
with
somewhere.
Sheikh Mohammed bin Maktoum Bil Juma Al Maktoum, a member of
Yeah,
Dubai's
that's when I will ask that question. Why did you come back to the U.S., bro?
Straight up.
It seemed like you knew the feds was somewhat on you. I would have took my dumb ass on so fucking fast, boy. You crazy as hell.
Straight up.
family, where he received an ornate cane as a gift. And Durk also made his first ever trip to my home country, London, in England, with him appearing outside freestyling in front of the iconic clock tower Big Ben and in the streets of upmarket Knightsbridge, even attending an NFL game with UK legends of the rap game, current king of UK drill Central C, grime clash veteran Chip, and road rap pioneer turned podcast pioneer Young Spray.
Bad people, you get me? Come on, man. Bad people.
But despite the smiles, many people thought that Durk was cleaning house, knowing that bad news was just around the corner. In Durk's last IG Live, he was seen praying, perhaps asking the Lord to spare him from the consequences that may have been lurking. Also in October 2024, rap media would report that Durk's children had been sent on a trip to Disneyland. Perhaps this was truly an acknowledgement that their father was going to be
Yeah, he
absent
knew.
for the remainder of their childhood.
Maybe
as
he
the
knew.
heartbreaking news would only be days away. And ultimately, on October the 23rd, 2024,
Locked
things would come
up,
crashing
it
down
won't let
when
me
5 affiliates
out.
of Lil Durk's Only the Family record
won't
label
let
were
me
arrested and
out.
indicted on serious charges, including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving a death, and the use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. After the 5 members of his Only the Family crew were arrested in Chicago, it was only a matter of time before the feds would grab Durk himself. He likely knew the clock was ticking after news broke of his close OTF associates being taken off the streets. Durk would reportedly book multiple international flights in an attempt to not
he
only
booked
get away, but
multiple.
also confuse the authorities and keep them guessing what was next.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He like, he said, okay, look. The feds on us. FBI, open up! Officer Mako is looking for us right now. What are we gonna do? We're gonna book a bunch
This
of flights
nigga.
from Miami to Switzerland, Dubai, and Italy. That way the feds don't know what plane we on, and they don't know where we going. Nick.
They found you.
Y'all dumbass on.
This move might be, with 3 flights all being booked to Switzerland,
I would've got my
Dubai,
ass on
and
a
1
fucking
private jet that
submarine.
was headed to Italy. Durk was in Miami, Florida.
A what, man?
According to an affidavit by FBI
A
agent
submarine.
Sarah
This
Colbrelli,
nigga
Chicago Raffles
stupid.
attempting to flee to Italy before his arrest. All international flight bookings made on Durk's behalf would raise suspicions that Durk was planning to evade capture, and the feds would immediately swoop
That's
in.
what made him
Then
swoop.
the music would finally stop. As 2 days after his 5 friends were arrested, before Durk could board that private flight to Italy, federal agents would intercept him in Broward County, Florida on October the 25th. U.S. Marshals would apprehend him, charging him with conspiracy for allegedly arranging that hit on fellow rapper Quando Rondo. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California would
It's
announce the
real-life
arrest of
power,
Lil Durk
boy.
on charges of conspiracy to use interstate facilities in a murder for
Real
hire
life stupid as fuck.
fatality.
Real life niggas being stupid as fuck.
Is charged in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night and is being held without bond. This comes only hours after 5 people associated with his music business were also accused in taking part in that murder for hire plot. Now, the plot targeted rapper.
They caught y'all. They caught y'all like it was easy. Like Y'all supposed to be some thugs, some gangsters, and shit. Shit.
Rapper Quando's cousin, who was killed in 2022.
And they killed the
Investigators
wrong
believe it
person. Y'all aiming at Quando, they didn't get the nigga because y'all shooting from half a block away.
was
Yep, dumb as fuck.
Whole other side of the gas
Chicago
station.
rapper King Von.
Local rapper and Grammy winner Lil Durk is being held behind bars in
Got
South
caught.
Florida, charged in a murder for hire.
Investigate shooting at elected in Connecticut.
Detailed and damning picture of OTF as a criminal enterprise that was allegedly led and directed by Lil Durk himself. According to prosecutors, OTF operated not just as a music collective, but also as a violent organization that was engaged in murder, assault, and intimidation to maintain its dominance in the Chicago and broader music scene. The indictment alleges in black and white that Durk placed a bounty on Quando Rondo, promising financial rewards and lucrative opportunities within OTF to anyone who carried out the killing, and confirming that the murder of Pab was indeed revenge for the killing of King Von. Not only that, but this music turned murder enterprise
got
had been
motive.
incredibly sloppy in their actions, as the indictment
sloppy.
would reveal an alleged text exchange where Durk would reportedly advise his shooters not to book no flights under no names involved with him. A tragic exchange.
They did
He
anyway.
was actively trying to cover his tracks, and that his shooters had been incredibly cheap and
Why would y'all send text? Y'all still
Right.
still talking about
Y'all know. I ain't gonna say nothing.
murders on a text message? Y'all ain't even smart enough to get a damn walkie-talkie.
I was just finna say it. Boy, I think I'm psychic. I did not want to say it, and then he said it. I ain't have to. Use the fucking walkie-talkie. Y'all ain't never seen the cartel do it. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
We got walkie-talkies in my department. Y'all dumbass slow, boy.
And soon, Durk
Dumb.
Diddy's as the most trending topic in the rap media. Not only that, but those close to him would begin to find
Fuck
themselves under
Diddy.
magnifying glass.
They need to chop that nigga head off.
Eyebrows begun to raise about his ability to potentially influence the justice system and politics, with questions being asked about whether the mayor of Chicago would be giving back a $150K donation. But most importantly,
Hell
all
no,
eyes
I
would be
ain't
on
getting
those
no
in
money
the
back.
indictment, both named and unnamed, as people would begin to uncover the dark, violent backstories of the perpetrators, as well as intensely speculating on exactly who might have been the informant and who might have been the connection in California who told Durk and his demons to fly out and kill Quando.
Yeah, who was that? Man, y'all be safe out here, boy. Be safe. Get a gun. Be safe. I'm just trying to live.